Okay, hello. So this is my take on Lisa Armstrong's 10-minute makeover. So I've bought all the products that were used in virtual conference, and I'm going to sort of try and mimic it on myself. I just want to remind you, I'm not a professional makeup artist, but the whole point of this range is to be able to get a glamorous professional look within 10 minutes. So that's what I'm hoping to achieve. As you can see, I'm very barefaced at the moment, absolutely nothing on. My face, I've cleansed it and toned it. Toning is a very important part of your cleansing regime, by the way, because it is what helps minimise your pores and stuff like that. So yeah, so I'm fresh faced, totally clean, no makeup on at all, cleansed, toned and ready to go. I've got my notes, so if you see me looking to the side, I'm just confirming I'm doing it all right. And I've got a mirror here to the left of me, so if you see me looking left, I'm looking at myself in the mirror, hopefully doing it correct. Like I say, I'm not a professional makeup artist, but I'm hoping I can get this look in around 10 minutes, give or take. So far I've been talking a minute and a half. Okay, so we're going to start off with her lovely All About the Base primer, moisturising primer. Smells absolutely delicious, but it also doubles up as an amazing night cream. So what we're going to do here is I'm just going to literally dab it all over my face and then rub it in. And as I rub it in, it will sort of set itself. Smells absolutely delicious, by the way. Yeah, so I'll just dab that all over and then rub it in. Feels greasy when you're first rubbing it in, but as long as you rub it in correctly, it really does dry, really nice. And like I say, doubles up as a brilliant nighttime cream to moisturise your face overnight. Smells very citrusy as well. I always try and go down the neck slightly, because then when I'm blending my foundation in, it doesn't look too patchy, because I'm very naturally pale anyway, so I do find it hard to find a foundation that suits my skin without me looking like an Oompa Loompa or, you know, totally the wrong shade, because I'm so pale. But with my practice runs so far, I have found that I am pretty happy with this, the foundation I'm going to use next. Okay, so that's pretty much rubbed in. She recommends using your hands to rub it in, because that's what she did on conference, or what she got her model to do, should I say. So I'll put the lid back on that. Okay. The foundation I'm going to use, so I've got some wipes next to me just so I can keep my hands clean as well. The foundation I'm using is called Skin Visible, Lisa Armstrong range again. I think it's shade 10. I've gone for the lightest shade because, like I say, very, very pale skin. She recommends one pump on the back of the hand and just put it all over the face. You can rub it in with your fingers or a brush, but I think she recommends rubbing it in with your fingers first and then she says mushing it in with the brush. And I have noticed the more you rub the makeup in, the more it blends into your skin. I have noticed that with my practice runs. So I'm going to go back of the hand, one pump. I'm going to get my finger and I'm going to start dabbing it all over. Like I say, I'm not a professional. I'm just going by what I've seen and my own practice runs, and we'll see where we go from there. Okay, so then I've dabbed that all over my face, as you can see. So now I'm just going to use my fingers to rub it all in, just like I did with the All About the Base. Oh God, I'm getting it in my eye. Just like I did with the All About the Base primer. Just rub it in with your fingers first, work it in. Should be very careful around the eyes, should I say. And what I have noticed with this foundation, which I think she did recommend herself, is to basically put a thin layer on first, which I am doing, and then you can build it up slightly when you come to brush it in. So what I'll do is I'll put this thin layer on first, make sure I've got it all rubbed in everywhere, and then I will go in again with another pump on the back of my hand, just to make sure I've got the thicker coverage that I'm looking for, because I am very freckly. I don't know if you can see that, but you can see it's starting to work its magic already. So I'm going to go with another pump, back of the hand. This time I'm going to use my brush to blend it in. Just again, I'm going to dip my brush, and then I'm literally going to dab all over my face where I want a bit more extra coverage, so I can blend it all in. And then you do notice that when you start to use the brush, it does blend in a lot better. And like she says, you mush it in almost. So you're really working it into the skin. And then I always try and come down my neck to try and blend it in. But I have noticed with this, because there's not much difference to my skin tone, if you blend it in correctly, you can't really see the line around your neck, which is always an off-putting thing for me with foundation as well, because if it's not blended in properly, obviously you can see where the foundation ends. Okay. So I think that's blended in pretty well. Let's give it that extra mush, as she says. Blended in quite well. Okay, and then next we're going to go with the concealer. She says with this you can go, sorry, I'll just show you that. You can go with the back of the hand, or you can go straight onto the face. I'm going to go straight onto the face because I find it easier, but whatever suits you. Just give it a little click to get some of the concealer out. I have very, very dark bags under my eyes, so this definitely comes in handy for me. So you've sort of got that where you want it. You can then use your ring finger to dab it all in. And that really does help with the bags under my eyes, the dark circles. I think it's because I've got a low iron count. Probably do with a bit more that side, I think. Yeah, because I've got a low iron count, I do seem to suffer with black circles under my eyes, even when I'm not tired. Here we go. I don't know if you can see the coverage on that, it's quite good. Okay. And then we're going to go with the bronzer. So with the bronzer, she recommends, I did this wrong the first couple of times I've tried, but I realised afterwards. With the bronzer, I'm going to use my blusher brush for this. Make sure I've got the right brush, that's the one. So with the bronzer, it's in a lovely little clip case with a mirror. And I don't know if you can see, I'll try and show you that her writing, her name is actually in the powder. I really like it. I think it's really pretty. I know that was something she was really happy about. So the bronzer, we're going to go under the cheekbone, the brow bone and the jawline, and then we're going to mush it in and blend it backwards to work it into the skin, as she says. So we're going to go cheekbone first. And then we're going to go brow bone. and jawline. And then we're just literally going to use the brush to make sure it's blended in properly. As you can see, this does give you a lot of colour to your cheeks. So if you don't blend it in properly, it can look a little bit patchy, but I find as soon as it's blended in properly, it almost gives you like a contouring look, which is something I've never really been good at. So again, like she says, we're going to really mush it in with the brush. To make sure it's rubbed in correctly. It does give you a nice healthy glow. The light's not actually very good in here, it's actually making it look patchy, I can notice. But I will share my before and after pics as well, so you can get the proper feel of it. Yeah, the light's terrible up here. Okay, so we've really worked that in now. Looks very patchy, that does that. I think it's because I've got maybe more light this side than I have that side, I don't know. Okay, yeah, so that'll do there. And then next we're going to go with the eyeshadow sticks. Now I've bought myself the two that was used on the video at virtual conference, sorry. So she recommends that we use, by the way, these are lovely. Make sure I've got the darker one. These, they're like in a wax type pencil rather than wooden, so there's no chance of you catching your eyelid, because that can hurt. I've done that in the past. But she recommends using, does it say the colours on here? So the darker shade is Gold Mine and the lighter shade is Starstruck. She recommends going all in with the darker shade and then using the lighter shade as a highlighter, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm literally just going to draw all over my eyelid. It's a very nice sparkly colour this is, and it glides on as well. It's really, you know, silky to go on sort of thing. So it is very easy to apply. Okay. Every time I apply makeup to my eyes start watering. It's terrible. Now don't be too precise with this, because when you come to blend it in a minute, it'll all sort of mix in anyway. Because what we do is, again, I'll take the clean ring finger this time. We just use the ring finger to sort of smudge it in. Okay, don't know if you can see that. Need to smudge it in a bit there, don't I? It does blend in quite easy. As soon as you sort of rub, it sort of blends into your skin. Okay, and then we're going to go in with the lighter one, which again is called Starstruck. And she recommends to use this as the highlighter. Now, she's got two tips that you can use. You can either apply it to the middle here, and that is what she calls the spotlight, if you apply it to here, or you can apply it to the corner here, which is what she says makes your eyes pop. I'm going to go with spotlight, the middle. So you just literally draw a blob into the middle of your already applied eyeshadow. And then just blend it. Now I can already see by the time that I'm well over my 10 minutes, but I'm not a professional, and obviously the more practice. Oh, and also she says, I missed something there, and under the brow bone. Okay, so under the brow bone, just here, we're going to apply as a highlighter, and then we're just going to literally smush. Oh, I've got a spider running around by me. Literally mush that in with my finger, and then you can also use a little bit here and a little bit here as a highlighter. Again, just smush it in with your finger. I'm sorry if you can hear my baby screaming in the background. And we'll just go over the eyelids again just to make sure it's all rubbed in. Then we're going to go with curling the lashes. So I've got my Avon eyelash curlers. So I'll just quickly curl those before I apply the mascara. It's a very boring job, isn't it, curling your eyelashes? Mine never seem to curl properly, but I should probably heat my curlers up first because I've been told that's a good tip. I've never actually done it though because I don't like the idea of burning myself. Okay. It's a very weird view of myself on the camera. Okay, so I think that should do that. And then we're going to go in with her Miraculous mascara. Miraculous Volume mascara. Now her tip here is never pump your mascara because that's what causes bacteria and stuff like that. She recommends wiggling it round to make sure you've got the whole brush covered, and then obviously scraping off any excess. And then literally she says to go from the eyelid, wiggle your way all the way to the end of the eyelash. So that's what I'm going to do. Sometimes I find when I try and wiggle the brush, I wiggle my head as well. And this is the bit where I always mess up because I always get some mascara where I shouldn't. But I have got cotton buds with me, just in case. Okay. My eyelashes are naturally long anyway. So I find when I apply mascara, as soon as I blink, I touch something I shouldn't with an eyelash. And then sometimes when I wear my glasses, when I apply mascara, I always find dots of mascara on my glasses lenses. Yeah, this is like, oh, see, I got some there. I have got a cotton bud to get it off though. Yeah, but I think this is third time lucky with this video, so I'm really hoping this one works out. I've got lots of before and after photos, but I always seem to get disturbed halfway through the video. I haven't actually been disturbed yet, so maybe I'm speaking too soon though. I'll do that. And then we'll go again with the other eye. Again, try and wiggle all the way to the ends. Because a lot of people don't realise how long their eyelashes actually are. And my eye's about to start watering, the buggering thing. If it's not my eyes watering, it's my nose running. It's like, oh, very sensitive sinuses. Okay, so I think that should do there. I've definitely got a smudge there that I need to get off. because that is going to drive me absolutely crackers. Okay. This light definitely gives me different shades as I look in the mirror. Okay, so now we're going to go in with the lipstick. Sorry, the lip liner and the lipstick. Now, she named all these after her friends that supported her through her breakup and other things, of course. So I think it's the liner is their nickname. No, sorry, the lip liner is their name, and then the lipstick to match is their nickname. So I've chosen Tara and T. And the lip liner is called Colour Within the Lines, so basically do what it says. Don't go overlining your lips, because that's when, you know, you start to look, you know, it doesn't quite look right. So I'm going to go with the bow at the top first. I'm not very good at applying lip liner, by the way. So, you know, I always try and do a cross here. I don't know if you can see that. And then go from there to try and get it even, because I'm terrible. Yeah, my lipstick skills definitely need some practice. Drop my lipstick. Okay, so that's the lip liner. Like I said, I'm not very good at lip liner, but what I do notice is as long as you get the outer lines good, once you've got your lipstick on, it's fine anymore. So this pretty lipstick, she was very happy that, I don't know if you can hear that, there's actually a magnet on the lid, so when you've got it in your handbag or whatever, the lid's just not going to pop off. And it also smells like what I call My Little Ponies. I don't know if you know that very sweet toy rubbery smell that My Little Ponies used to smell of, but it smells absolutely good. It smells like you could eat it. Her name's actually in the lipstick as well. I don't know if you can see that. It's actually in the lipstick. As you can see, I'm not the best at applying lipstick. And this video has took me double what it should have, but like I said before, I am an amateur, I'm not a professional. It's very nice colour. You can't see in here. It's almost like a purpley pink, but not too dark, because I'm not really a purple fan, but I do like this colour. Don't know if you can really see in this light, but oh well. Okay, so last but not least, we've got setting powder. Fix Up Look Sharp setting powder. I've gone for the light shade because I'm very light skinned. Now we're just going to literally just clean my brush. I'm going to use this to take the shine, so we're going to go T-zone and cheeks. There is a sponge with this, but I'm going to use a brush. So T-zone will be down here, and then across the top. And then we're going to put a bit on each cheek just to take the shine off. And then I'm literally just going to give a good brush all over. Again, just to make sure it's all mushed in. Okay, so there we have the finished look. I'm quite happy with it. I think the before and after pictures look better because this light's terrible, but I'm actually quite happy with that.